Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today is redemption day. The reason why I say this, last time I came to the place we're going today, I had a big crash which resulted in cracking my helmet and all that jazz, so I didn't end up racing. Today we're on our way to Mini Downhill by Chris Roberts. It's a great fun organised race for all abilities, ages and all that jazz. Today isn't the most downhill track, but I'm going to take this beast because I haven't taken it for a while. Let's do it. Dun dun dun. Yeah boy, got this bad boy today. Yeah, the day here hadn't really started the best. My GoPro fell out of my pocket and someone's driven over it, so it can only get better. Let's go up and check out the track. Start, cheers dude. There you go. Right, so we're near the start now, and as you can see it's quite pedally. This is where I feel like an enduro bike might be slightly better. Oh, we just had an off. We're obviously on our way to the start. We're on the big rig. You may have seen British cycling rules stipulate we're not allowed helmet cameras for practice or race runs. As Blue Peter say, here's one I did earlier. The evening is nearly upon us. It's the Saturday night before Chris Roberts Mini Downhill. So the reason why we've come here is firstly to get some cheeky couple of runs in before it's dark, because tomorrow there's 320 odd riders or something like that racing down this track, and we're going to take the big bike, give that a spin, see how we get on. We're going to do flatland into Sheepskull, I think. Let's have it. Oi, oi. Right, so I think enduro bike, this top bit will be better, but hardly by the downhill bikes, so it's a bit rude not to. But you're going to get a shed load more grip on this thing. Right, so we can get up this. Right, two lines here, high and low. Right, next thing you know, we've got a root garden. The downhill bike's going to be a bit better. Certainly carrying the speed into this next bit. Just let off the brakes, loads of gaps, low line, hop, carry the speed, then get on the gas. So I think enduro bikes certainly down here might be a tad better, but we can definitely get the grip with it. Through tight trees, a couple of little jumps. Go slightly higher here, carry the speed, clear the gap, cut the drops, tight turns, and then we're near the finish. Two little lines there, last berm, and there we go. Oi, oi. Right, so that is the start. As you can see, it's very, very pedally. So certainly from an enduro bike, it's probably going to be a bit quicker. Downhill bike is going to be slightly sluggish, but I feel the bottom half is where you're going to make the time back up on this thing. The cool thing is about this track today, there is actually a bit of line choice. So here we've obviously got a high and a low to carry your speed into the next section. The next section being the horrible routes, which we'll go and look at in a minute. Oh. Right, so that's the root garden. It's pretty tech, as you can see. It's a bit greasy. We've just finished practice. There's a 10-minute interval now before racing starts, so I'm going to show you guys the root garden. As you can see here, there's a number of different lines. As long as you're smooth and keeping it flowing, it should be all good. We're coming bombing from the root garden into this next section, which is pretty flat out over the far road. There's side, making sure I don't ride my bike. It's from the far road down. I feel a downhill bike is going to be slightly better, so probably don't really show it on the camera, but there's loads of sniper routes all the way down. So the beauty is with the downhill bike, it just allows you to get the extra grip. Further on down, this is where the track deviates into different lines. So we've obviously got, as you can see, the main line, we've got a slightly higher line on the routes, or we've got the lower line. The low line all the way, if you can hold it. Slightly harder because we've got off camber routes, but it just means we can bunny up the routes, keep the speed going. Other angle, you can literally see there's the high, the main and the low. The main thing with all of it is just to carry as much speed around this turn as possible, because we've obviously got a bit of an uphill. Yeah, uphill. This is the last bit of the straight almost before we dive into a couple of sweeping corners before a few jumps. So the thing is with these races, we have the medium moguls. So here we have Wide Open and Dave Price giving it large on the gas.
Most high-tech live stream system you can get.
That's pretty
Chinese
sick,
tripod, battery pack and a load of cable ties.
On down the track, we've obviously got a number of different lines. I think the key is just to carry the flow on the wider turns before a flat out bit to the finish. So just come, we've got an hour and a half for race run. Let's go lock the old beast up and go get a tea or coffee or something. Had a cuppa, bike's all ready. Let's go up, first race run.
Yeah, Deeks! God bad!
Get on it!
Yeah, boy!
Scores on the doors. I'm second overall at the moment. I'm starting to think maybe should I try the trail bike just so I can compare. I'm not really overly fussed about results today. It's all about having fun. Let's give it a go. Well done, Sam. I've got my trail bike. I'm a big fan of the Enduro Aquila downhill tyres. So they wouldn't normally be on the trail bike. It seems it's a downhill race. They offer a bit more grip. So we're going to chuck those on that. Give it a go. Right, so where the track's dried out so much, we are going to put the old Enduro downhill tyres on to the trail bike and give it a go. As I said, it's a mini downhill. It's not the end of the world about result today. Obviously I want to do as well as I can do, but it's fun. Let's do it. No puncher sealant from Muck Off. Put her on, spin around, insert. Easy as that. That is the Enduro Aquilas on the trail bike. Let's give it a quick wash. I'm going to run on my downhill bike. We're just going to try it on the trail bike. Good old Fly Up, providing the uplift here at Forest of Dean. Check him out, flyup.co.uk. Yeah, and we'll go, give that a go, see how we get on for second run. A quick run on the trail bike. Try and get used to it, ready for race run. Just go nice and chilled. Oi, oi, love it. Sick. We're going to do a quick run on the trail bike, get bedded in. We're going to do second run on this, so we go down to the bottom, put my number board on. Right, so we may as well ride GBU, test the old bike out, nice and chilled. There's quite a big difference between this and the downhill bike, and the main one being it's just a lot harder, a lot firmer. Go and ride something else. So we want to try and ride more downhill trails rather than free ride trails with jumps, to try and replicate the racetrack. Right, so we will hit up ski run, give that a blast. Yo, see how the bike copes coming down here. So it actually grips surprisingly really well with the downhill tyres on. Mix it up. There's no race lines, it's all about just trying to hit rough stuff, see how the bike copes. Love it. So first impressions, I probably just want to put a bit more air in the tyre. Right, let's go get my number board. We've just done a run on the trail bike. Next thing you know, we need to go get my number board off the other bike, put it back on my trail bike, and then take the other bike up. Second run, baby. The number board's on, the trail bike. Not really the end of the world what position I come. I'm just intrigued as to, obviously I want to win, but it's all about, let's see the difference between this or the downhill bike. Let's go up for run 2. But unfortunately, even being the same second, I dropped a place, which I'm gutted about, but stoked, got third in Pro-Am, would have won my age category, so all good. Let's go do pods. You want me to go up there? No. I'll follow you. No.
Second place in our elite expert Ben Deakin category is Aaron Dallywater. Give it up for Archie Box, Aaron Dallywater, Ben Deakin, our elite expert, man!
That is the end of the mini downhill. Massive thank you to Chris Roberts and all the organisation team. You can check those guys out at www.minidownhill.com. I've had a super day. I'm in one piece, so a bit of redemption. I managed to get back on the box, not quite the position that I wanted, but hey ho, I'm in one piece. Food for thought. We've obviously used the trail bike and the downhill bike today. The downhill bike was 0.2 of a second quicker. Now, obviously, I've only ridden the trail bike once before the race run, so obviously if I practiced that a bit more, it may have been slightly different in result. But all in, 0.2 of a second on that sort of track, I don't really think there was any advantage to one bike over another. Both bikes had a pro and a con on certain parts of the track, so pretty stoked about that. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like. Be epic if you guys could subscribe, and until the next one, I'll see you in a bit. Oi, oi.